you so much. For me, accelerated action signifies a collective urgency to break down systemic barriers and create pathways for equitable participation in governance, justice reforms, and public procurement. It embodies our commitment to not only advance, the inclusion of this other component, but to drive tangible results that empower women and marginalized communities. This theme challenges us to move beyond conversations to bold strategic actions that reshape the landscape of decision making and access to opportunities. Women participation is not just a matter of equity, it is a fundamental pillar for sustainable development. In governance, women's voices bring diverse perspectives that foster more inclusive policies and better community outcomes. In justice reforms, women's involvement ensures that systems are more responsive to the unique challenges women face, particularly in addressing, gender-based violence and access to legal representation. And in public procurement, increasing women's participation not only promotes transparency but also empowers women-led businesses to thrive, contributing to economic growth and poverty reduction. First of all, PPDC, the last 5 CEOs that we've had in PPDC, we've had 3 female CEOs. And currently, PPDC has a female CEO, which of course is myself. So this shows that we are committed to amplifying voices through community engagement, capacity building, and justice reform initiatives. Our subnational boot camp, I've also trained women, I've also trained marginalized women on procurement processes, equipping them with the knowledge and the tools to compete. I need to emphasize the fact that we want women to compete in global businesses and also compete in government contracts, because if you go down the line, you see that there are a lot of gaps when it comes to women accessing fundings for growing their business. We have provided pro bono legal representation to women and vulnerable detainees, upholding their integrity, their dignity, and their rights. Through PPDC's work, we want to see an increment in the number of women that actually access affordable fundings for their business. At PPDC, we not only advocate, but we try to take the lead. And that is why even within our team, we have more female than male. So as we celebrate this year's International Women's Day, we are urging, state government, federal government, subnational leaders, civil society organizations, private sector, contractors, to accelerate action in the inclusion of women across marginalized groups in decision-making processes. And we must be very intentional in investing into different areas like capacity building programs, create enabling environment for women-owned businesses, and ensure that we institutionalize gender-responsive policies to promote equity and inclusion. The time for incremental change is over. We must be bold and intentional in closing the gender gap. Hey women, you're not alone. We're seeing you from this angle. Your struggles are not hidden, and that's the truth. We know that it takes a lot for women to thrive in positions. It takes a lot for women to grow. It takes a lot for women to even assume positions. So you're not alone in your struggle. You have other women that are also at the forefront fighting for you. So do not, give up. Keep being resilient, build up on courage, and keep moving forward. Your voice matters. Your contributions are very, very valuable. And your joining is paving the way for other women to join and, make their voices to count in the future. So let's continue to stand together, uplift each other, and accelerate action towards a more inclusive and equitable world. And I look forward that in the next few years, we will see more women take on, different political positions and cause the kind of change that we need, not just in Nigeria, but in Africa as a continent. Thank you.